Hello everyone, it's UrPeaceKeeper. Let's get this ball rolling here on this live stream. And of course, we got to start that off with none other than the all-important stream schedule. So today is the 18th of January, and our next stream is the 23rd of January, 2018. And that will be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So same time, same channel. Streaming on YouTube is not blah. I think it's actually a lot easier personally, but that's just me. So welcome everyone, welcome. I did want to show you guys a brand new game that Wargaming just recently released. It's called Ship. Wait, what was the name of it? Let me hang on one second. Oh, that's right. It was called the Shipping Port Manager. See, now look at here. Here we are in control of crane number 42. I'm just kidding. That would be a terrible game, by the way. Yeah, that's my phone. My apologies for that. It is now on mute. It shouldn't bother us anymore. So, welcome everyone. Welcome. Just as a friendly reminder, keep things civil in the chat, which hasn't been an issue, so I'm not too worried about it. And, no, it's definitely not World of Warships Blitz. Keep things civil in the chat. We'll get this ball rolling here with none other than the Tier 6 Cleveland, enjoying her before her last ball, if you will. 34 battleships in queue. What? Great. This could be a mistake. It just kind of depends. Oh my. I haven't had any issues loading into battles, but I also haven't exactly played very many games, so that could have something to do with it. What ship is everyone playing that's loading up the queue? Nothing here. Whatever. Oh, Lucius, you know what civil is. Ships in the 40k universe. Now that would actually be kind of interesting. That game does actually exist in a kind of a limited way. I could not tell you what exactly it is. My brother was telling me about it. There is a 40k game where you are in control of the Imperial fleets or the Chaos fleets or I think they might even have Tyranids and stuff. So, yeah, I think it is. I think we got. Is today the last day for the Duke of York campaign? I thought we had a couple more days yet. Yes, the Musashi is on the NA server, and I ran into a bunch of them Wednesday, I think. Battlefleet Gothic Armada, thank you. I knew it existed. Like I said, my brother played that game fairly religiously. Me personally, I love the 40k universe, but I wasn't about to get drug into that at the time. I think I was at the police academy when that came out. I didn't exactly have free time, just not looked at it since. Blue Whirlpool, welcome. Welcome everyone, welcome. Yeah, I don't know what their deal is with the end date. I really don't. I know they originally pushed it back because there was an issue with one of the missions for the 5th set. So I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know if they're going to continue to do that or not. How good is Roma in ranked battle? I do not have Roma. I have not bought her yet. I do plan on buying her if for no other reason than just to have her. And I'm debating whether or not I want to buy, the Musashi. I'm not a huge fan of the, Yamato, but, well, sometimes it's worth getting just in case. Hello, welcome, Buff20. Edward, I don't usually do division requests in the live streams, but I sometimes will after or when I'm not live streaming. We're camping here behind this island until something much less squishy than me gets out there and actually does something. Specifically, that Duke of York would be nice. And if they're just gonna come around the bend, no reason not to just sit here and wait. Yeah, I really do think Duke of York has been, I don't know. I played a couple games in it and it really wasn't what I would say terribly impressed by it. It seems to suffer the same issues that, wow, that's really rather unfortunate. 2 fires right off the bat. It really seems to have the same problems that the King George V has, and the complete lack of ability to carry. I just want to start you on fire one more time, North Carolina. That's all I care about. There's a Graf Space hitting broadside there. That's tempting as well. Dear RNG. Well, that one. Well, we'll shoot over this because we're not going to be able to really get in there quite effectively here. Dang, this island is just a little in the way. I guess it's more than a little bit in the way. Ah. Things were going so well. Alright. Well, since the North Carolina is in full retreat mode, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna push out a little bit here and see if... Man, we're doing some work on this poor island. Alright. And a bunch of bounces. That stinks. Miss me! Oh, hey, I missed him too. Apparently my aim is not working. I did warn someone earlier today that there was a very real possibility that this live stream could be very interesting. I did not sleep what I would call well. I was waiting for the arrival of my new engine for my Fox Body Mustang, and well, yeah. Ooh, ouch. That was rude. That's enough of that. Holy cow. Well, this is a untenable situation. It's going to involve much pain and destruction if I don't somehow manage to disappear. And I don't think that's going to happen. So we're screwed. Yeah, this is no bueno. And that's dead. Could be dead any minute now. Yeah. Apparently battleships don't know that, you know, hey, pushing when you have support is a good thing. But hey, you know what do I know? Okay, let's answer some questions here. I'm gonna scroll up for a second, so that's why the sound's muting, so hang on 1 second for me. Let's see. Yeah, Jeff, you're right. I think they only gave you 2 extra days for that one, and that was the 75,000 points one. The 75,000 XP after modifications or whatever. I'm not an IJN Battleship Line fan. Don't worry, I'm not either. Whirlpool's asking, hey, can you do the Duke of York next whiskey of those who haven't earned it or bought it? What it's like. Yeah, I can do that. So the next one we'll do is we'll do Duke of York, even though it's basically a clone. Cuban Wargaming Keeper, I have built my Cleveland Commander from 0 skill points onto 12 points. Cool. Keep working at it. I finally managed to get mine up to 19 points. That's been kind of fun. Having Adrenaline Rush on there adds a whole new level of interesting. So, okay. Yeah, Duck Feet, I think the vast majority of people are basically saying that they're the same ship, and I would tend to agree. I don't know how well the I don't know how well the matchmaker is going to treat us, but let's see. Usually, most players will run to a corner when seeing enemy ships pop up. Well, there's always that problem. Heard Musashi plays exactly like Yamato, but with worse dispersion. I guess I don't know. I guess I've not played the ship, so I honestly can't say that I know. Have I played the new Tears of the Desert revamped map yet? No. To be honest with you, since the patch has dropped, I think I've only played like 5 games. None of them were on Tears of the Desert, so. Duke of York. Ooh. Steal the commander from the Conqueror. My Duke of York is very chilled, as you can tell. It's kind of a cool camo, but I don't know. Well, Rocket, we're going. Don't tell me I'm doing an LS swap. No. No, my Fox body is actually getting the Ford Raptor motor. It's actually the motor out of a F-250, but it's the same architecture. It's a 6.2 liter V8 overhead cam V8. Finally got to New Mexico. It's so much fun. Yeah, New Mexico is by far one of the best tier 6 battleships in the game, hands down. No questions asked. We've got Hydro in this ridiculous camouflage. I think it's kind of neat. Look at the snow tracks and on the decking leading out to the anti-aircraft guns. That's kind of cool. They put a lot of attention to detail on that. Okay. I want info on a ship, I go straight to your channel to see if you have it first. I have a lot of ships. I was doing in my head the mental gymnastics of what hello there, Whirlpool. To know like what ship lines I have left. I have left. And it's basically comes down to German destroyers, Russian cruisers, French battleships when they come out, Pan-Asian DDs. I think I've got everything up, well, on carriers, but nobody really cares about that. How many horsepower? The motor is rated at like 390 horsepower and like 430 pound-feet of torque in an F-250. But the same motor with a different tune in the Raptor is like 435 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. I'm planning on running a standalone engine control unit, so the ECU on it will be a standalone unit. It'll be an aftermarket unit. It'll be running E85, so I'm hoping to be mid 400s. That would be ideal, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to A. I don't know about anybody else. There's no real reason to get in a hurry to go anywhere else. And you can see that I have armor piercing loaded. I don't have the Clemson, Cuban, and I could set it up, but it would take me a bit. Okay. Play the New Mexico next. We can do that. I think I know why you're talking about freezing in one match. Why you were talking about... Huh? I'm a little confused. I'm not even sure I know what I was talking about. The King George V actually has, you know, decent dispersion, and Duke of York's isn't too bad either. Except for when the idiot pulling the trigger, you know, does poorly. And doesn't pay attention to the map to take advantage of the broadside Atlanta that's like 12K away. Hey there, buddy. This is going... Oh. Well, that's no fun. He's running away. Now, just why in the world does he think that's a good idea? Fine. We'll just go after the Sims. Mostly because this thing has hydro, and, well, let's face it, battleships with hydro are extremely well balanced. How about 7K? Woo! That one normal pen, you know, that worked out really well. Stop. 4 guns. That's gotta be the Fubuki. Can we get a kill? Yeah, I think if we get 1 shell hit, yep, that's all we needed. Well, that's a slight bit of irony. My 95 GT was a ticket magnet, constantly on the verge of suspension with that car. Had to take the remedial course to dump a point. Better be ready to whip out your badge a lot. I don't think it'll be that big of an issue, to be honest with you. I'm pretty tame when it comes to driving. You know, I've got a 2015 Mustang GT right now, which is 435 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. Hey, buddy! Well, Whirlpool, you can shoot your HE at him. Uh-oh. Crossing the T! Oh, no! You know, crossing the T takes on a special meaning with the Royal Navy, right? I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, it is, you know, it is the... It's the Royal Navy. That's what they're known for, is tea. I don't get used to New Mexico after playing the Bayern. Well, the key difference between... Get the right lead. That was probably not the right lead. The key difference is there, really nothing but net bounces. They sigh. The key differences between the New Mexico and the Bayern are that the New Mexico's guns are way more accurate. It has a lot more. Well, that hurt. This is ridiculous. We just need to turn down and get it over with. I don't know what that is, but that's annoying. Keep turning, buddy. Popping Omaha on our way back around? I think we will. Holy buckets! That hurt. At this point, in reality, I'm trying to just... I'm trying to get away from these people so I can heal up. Mostly because that pay fast is super annoying. Oh, look, an Iron Puke is shooting at me now, too. That's awesome. Incoming 7 fires. Or just nothing but net. Come on! How am I still detected? Jeez and Pete's. Pensacola, help me with these fires, for crying out loud. Something. Fine. Jerkface wants to shoot at me, I'll shoot back. And I missed, of course I did. Go away! Ah! Yes! Finally! Holy buckets! Thank goodness. I should be able to heal now. That is assuming I could keep my finger off the trigger, but you know what? If I can punish this Iron Duke for existing, that would be great. Or I'll just let somebody else get killed. That's fun too. So, let's keep going over here. So, okay. I was in a match in Congo, met you. You were talking in chat about freezing you. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was definitely a case of my Arctic camo. So, Gajimata, eat 1,000 damage for existing. We're not really making a whole lot of use of this, but with my current lack of hit points, I don't necessarily want to be too aggressive here. Finish him. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Now that I've shot at him, he will die. Not by my hand, by somebody else's. Or my mine, that's cool. I'll take it. So we've not done a whole lot of damage, but we've taken out a lot of enemy ships. Now that the rest of our team is finally coming back. I can show you the New Mexico build when we get there. It's really not that complex of a build, to be honest with you. Well, that would be a funny kill too, but I don't think we're gonna... maybe. No. Completely overshot him. So one of the things I don't like about Duke of York is, like King George V, you basically have to be broadside to the point where they can quite effectively penetrate your armor. You have to be that broadside in order to use your guns. It's really annoying. Somebody else kill him so I don't have to. Thank you. We are going to continue to engage, though. Trying to get to this island. But that's going to hurt him. Yeah. 10k. The AP on King George V and stuff is not bad. So... Oh, you were on the other team. That was Pete. See, it goes to show how little I'm actually paying attention in game. Because I didn't realize that was you, Pete. So, yes, catastrophic disaster. I am, in fact, streaming. Okay. Out of the way. Watched the Montana tank 5 battleships the other day. Take out 3 of them and survive to win the match. Well, a well-played Montana can definitely do that. I mean, a well-played Montana is going to have plenty of good armor to angle and all that. So, I mean, it's not like it's completely impossible. New Mexico. New Mexico. Okay, so obviously the premium camo, because why not? Captain build. It's my standard US Captain build so far. Which, where's the... back in Montana. So this is my 19-point build for US battleships. You can see we've got Concealment Expert, Expert Marksman, Adrenaline Rush, Basic Firing Training, Superintendent, Concealment Expert, Advanced Firing Training. So that's what would be on the New Mexico if he had a 19-point Captain. Modules... running main armaments mod 1, you could switch that out quite effectively with auxiliary armaments mod 1 if you wanted to. Second slot, damage control systems mod 1 because it's a battleship. Third slot, I took artillery plotting room mod 1, and that's more or less to deal with the constant tier 8 games. You need the extra range, and the spotting aircraft doesn't do it. Plus, the ship is accurate enough through its volume of fire that you can get away with that. But carriers are fairly common, and you could run AA Guns Mod 2. And of course, in the last slot, Steering Gears Mod 2 for the rudder shift time. 4.2 kilometers, so that would be like, what, 4.85 something, somewhere in that range if you fully max out a build with anti-aircraft, you know, advanced firing training in the anti-aircraft modules. So, that's that. Why the basic firing training? A couple of reasons. Mostly because I want to buff the anti-aircraft damage per second. So that's the reason why I run BFT on my captains, for the US battleships anyway, especially since a lot of your anti-aircraft is actually concentrated in the 40mm Bofors, and 25% just keeps stacking up on that. So it is quite nice to have basic firing training on that. My favorite ship Shadowcat, like, to play or to like look at, or what? Because like New Mexico is my favorite ship of all time, with the Iowa a very close second behind it. But the in game, my favorite ship to play right now is still Akatsuki or Shimakaze. So here's a perfect example of us doing nothing all match. Goodness gracious. At least it's on the map Neighbors. So we know where I'm going on this map. It's pretty much the standard affair for very, 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 very valid reasons. I'm thinking leaving Adrenaline Rush for priority target and catapult fighter on New Mexico. New Mexico doesn't have a catapult fighter. That doesn't help you any. But priority target, in my opinion, there's only one ship that I run it on, one class of ships that I run it on. That's the destroyers. I have it on my kid captain, who's a 19-point captain off my Fletcher. But the only reason I chose it is because I needed another 1-point skill. So I don't personally run priority target. It's pretty obvious if you're paying a little bit of attention. Oh, look, Roma. If you're paying a little bit of attention, you can tell quite easily when it's safe to make a turn and when it's not. Like in the Cleveland video at the very beginning of this, there was definitely some issues with, you know, timing that, but that Edinburgh just made it absolute heck for me to get there. Yes, this is the premium camo for the New Mexico, and I forget how I got it. I didn't pay for it. I don't remember what, was Wargaming giving it out for something? There was an event, I think, where they gave it out. That definitely is Roma. Huh. Okay. Okay. I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, but this is not a politics channel, so Parisian Dragon's Flight, you can stop. Just got the Phoenix. Any pointers? Phoenix, WASD. Like, that's really what you need to do. U.S. cruisers are very, 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 very reliant upon your ability to WASD. And if you can't, they can be a little frustrating to play. But the, overwhelmingly, well, how do you deal with New Mexico's dispersion? Well, you just do. It's accuracy by volume of fire. I was hoping that Cleveland wasn't going to turn away, but he realized he was being shot at the last minute. Okay, can I play the Iowa next? I don't have Iowa in port anymore, but I can play the Missouri. Need to get some decent games in, though. The first couple of games have been great warm-ups. Okay, York. Turn back out. Not in. Out. Out. Overpens. Well, just gonna have to keep chugging away. Gotta support our ships that we got here, so gotta keep going. Yeah, U.S. cruisers do That was rude. U.S. cruisers definitely are, I guess you could call them rock huggers, but I like to think of the Phoenix and the Omaha a little bit more open watery. They do a pretty decent job in open waters, provided you can abuse your WAS and D keys. Basically, you're gonna have to know how to time between battleship shells coming in. That can be kind of hard. Just kind of depends on what battleships are shooting at you. That Pensacola is dead. Like, what is he doing? Okay, we can't shoot at him. What can we shoot at? Not like we're out of position, although I definitely don't want to go any further north if I can avoid it. That's an ugly dispersion. That is evidenced by the fact that we only hit with 2 shells. We don't have anything nearby that can really help us either with the AA. That sucks. Let's hope he goes for somebody else, like Roma, who apparently has really good AA, or the fighters there got a strafe off, one of the two. Don't know which, but... That's looking a little bit better. Still only 4,000 damage. Stop it. Be nice if we could just finish off the Duke of York. But of course, being spammed at by everything in its horse. Algeria is slowly traipsing its way here, or what he's doing. Can't really see him. Bismarck's not a good target. Bugioni would be if I could get all my guns around in time. He's not going to ever be a good target. The one thing I definitely don't like about this ship is being in Tier 8 fights all the dang time. Especially when you do things like that, which should have been, solid damage, but apparently no, because raisins. Pepsi-Cola creeping along, doodah. Let's see if we can kill him now, all the doodah day. Wow. That dispersion dough. Well, that was awesome. What shot me? I don't know. Oh, it must be that Amagi. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Why is it that, like, all I can get are overpens some days? We're gonna have to turn out and down in order to get out of this situation. Trying to get the kill! Come on, give it to me. Thank you. I'm gonna say, my word. Maybe we can get lucky and catch this Bugioni broadside too, and that would be funny as heck. Need my other battery up though. Come on, fronts, let's go. Wakey wakey. Oh boy. Rip half your hit points. More than half your hit points. Wow. That hurt him a lot more than that one salvo hurt me. And yet he's still not real keen on turning out and away, is he, guys? Well. Can we finish him? That's all that I care about. Let's get another kill. Yep. 2 salvos and a Bugioni is down. So what can I do to be useful? Wow, their Lexington is down already? Are you joking? You've got to be kidding me. Oh, that's neat. Where's my soundboard at? I need my Congo. That's it. I'm gonna start it. I am going to start. We're gonna see if we can't throw in a soundboard mix in here, but. What I was looking for was Congo. This is a very funny line when she sees Fubuki. Maybe I'll get lucky and kill it, and then that'll be applicable. We got 2 shells headed that way. Yep. Nothing but net. She is again. Guns. Yeah, the dispersion's not working terribly well. Ooh, ouch! We have a Lexington on our team? No, we have an Enterprise. That's why that hurt a lot. Alright, we'll leave Buki alone for now. Especially since I'd rather kill this Scharnhorst. Get some damage farming off of the Scharnhorst. Ooh. Ooh. That would not have been my direction of choice, but... How? How? Look at that angle! Oh my goodness. That angle was about as perfect as you can get. And he just, poof! You had hit points. Cool story, bro. Now he's got me on fire. What a jerk. We're gonna go back to trying to kill this Algeli, if he survives. Ooh. Gosh dang it. Well, New Mexico's dispersion isn't usually a problem. You just have to get closer. Well, we're in a tier 8 fight where getting closer is suicide, so... we definitely don't want to get any closer than we need to. I don't believe that he's gonna go that way. Thank you. Ooh. Ugh. Seriously, somebody just finish him at this point, especially if my shells don't. Thank you.
Problem solved, sir.
It's York. Actually, I don't know that, yeah, overlet him. Can definitely be a bad day. Not sure I necessarily want to turn any further because of what the, with the Magi there, the Scharnhorst, if they decide to... If they decide to take issue with what I'm doing to their poor York over there. Last heal! Overlet him. Surprise? Well, there's the Buki.
Hey, Buki!
Okay, well. We're no longer detected! Yay! I don't think we're gonna be able to get quite there. This is kind of the slow rolling. Oh, so he's probably gonna back up. Be about there. This could be interesting. I say that a lot, don't I? Oh, bueno. Okay, so while we're doing this and waiting for our shells to come back up and all that, My battle's only 4 seconds behind mine. Uh-oh. Shot at a couple Ds that came close. Yes, yes. That is actually surprisingly easy in this ship with just the volume of fire it can put out in one salvo. The 12-gun broadside of 14-inch guns can definitely cause some pain and suffering on the enemy. Hey! Alright. Cause of low-damage games in the New Mexico is speed. I would disagree. The cause of low-damage games in the New Mexico is poor positioning. The speed isn't an issue if you can put yourself in the right place to begin with. And I'll be the first one to admit, that is no small task. Well, that was a distinctly average game, but hey, what's my top damage so far, like, in this ship or in other ships? Because I think my top damage overall was in Bismarck. It was 238,000 damage, I think, and then I don't know what it is in New Mexico, probably like the 180s. Well, now I'm spawning inside the ship. Yes, it definitely can be. Okay. Indeed, most DDs just underestimate just how dangerous BBs at range can be. Yep, I would agree. Especially when you get to the higher tiers, the whole like YOLO rush thing at enemy ships, it doesn't work as well at higher tiers. It can kind of sort of work, but yeah, overwhelmingly not so much. Alright, so we played a number of battles in that. Let's break out a cruiser, so let's bring out Baltimore, because why not? And I play the Henry. Actually, we are, because we're in the middle of testing French ships again, I am not going to play any French ships at all. So, I have Henry, but I am not going to play Henry. Okay. The soundboard is now something I fear. Don't worry, it won't get abused too much. More or less just for comedic effort. Anything. How do I like the new upgrade? I don't know. I think the patches thing is interesting, but I think Wargaming should have spent their time elsewhere, personally. I would have much rather seen them do something with, you know, game balance or app issues. They definitely could have spent their time elsewhere. But hey, you know, to each their own. Wargaming's gonna do their own thing. I'm not in a division. I shouldn't be in a division. So you don't have to worry about that. How's the stream going tonight? Well, we started off very rough because, well, let's just say I'm not terribly awake, sleep terribly well, and I was awake early and in anticipation of my motor coming for my Mustang, and had to move it. Yeah. Plus, I didn't have any warm-up in this game at all prior to the start of the stream, so you're definitely seeing the... This is what Peacekeeper is like when he first wakes up and starts playing this game and has zero warm-up at all. Yeah, I play rather poorly. I overextend very easily. So, sure, we can do a Monty match at the end, Whirlpool. Hopefully I don't play it poorly, though. That's... I don't know. Some days are off days. I don't have too many off days, but they seem like they're getting more and more frequent. What date is it there? Where? Here? It's the 18th of January. Wargaming really trying to get every drop out of the High Fury collab. Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm just some pesky guy that doesn't know anything. So I'm not like, don't get me wrong, I think there are some animes that are neat, but I don't really care for them in game. People can do their own thing. Mr. Gearing, you're about to be radared. It would be bad if you just hung out in smoke. Somebody else is dealing with him. Or he went out of his smoke, which is entirely probable too. Hey, buddy! That's a nice gearing you got there. Sure would be a shame if somebody radared it. Oh, come on, give me that. Oh. This is my radar. I should get the kill, gosh dang it. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, we definitely, it's time to find a much more solid island, because that's a Bismarck.
Problem solved, sir.
Go full speed ahead! No! Whew, 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 whew. Boy, that was very fortunate. Now don't go too far and get exposed to that Montana. Ooh, 2 fires. Ouch. I mean, I like it. I don't think he's gonna like it, because now he's gonna be, Now he's gonna get started on fire, and he's not gonna enjoy that. See, I don't want to shoot, because I know if I shoot, I'm gonna smoke this... I just shot through that! How in the heck? I'm not gonna complain if I start him on fire. Ouch! Apparently shooting through this, this cathedral is a thing. How, I don't know, but it is. This whole normal pen thing with doing damage is just ridiculous. Without doing damage, to clarify. I really wish Wargaming would get right the heck on fixing that. Forward. Forward. Stop detecting me. Oh, you know what? It's not the chappie that's detecting me, it's an aircraft. Can I shoot him down or no? Because he's 8K away.
Gun crews are on full alert.
Yeesh. American piercing shells could use some assistance here. I do need to get myself pointed that way, because if you see what's coming from the other side, it's just as scary and frightening, so... Thou, Montana... I beached myself. Like, why am I not... Since that Yamato is definitely hiding the other way, let's see if we can't push into this. Let's push into B there, folks. I can come help them deal with their, crisis there that is supposedly being averted. That was a pun. It wasn't a very good pun, but it was a pun, by golly. Well, that was rude. I was hoping to get that kill, too. Guess we're just gonna have to settle for a Dmitry Domskoy.
Strategic target. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Rip our Missouri. Now I'll know if I get detected this Fletcher came around this island, and I will know that he popped his, just... Hey there, buddy. Yeah, he's not gonna come around that. Specifically with that. That's the one that I would like help with. Well, this Fletcher should know, since he knows where he's at, be able to deal with him quite handily. Now I'm... Oh, Missouri. I was like, now I'm detected. By what? Broadside Yammy. Not paying attention to me. Maybe we'll get lucky. Ugh. 7K, that was a solid kerchunk. Another 4K. So one of the nice parts about radar one of the nice parts about radar in Cyclones is that you can spot out to 8K away. Which is super nice.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Goodbye, Mr. Yamato. This is going to hurt me, though. A lot. Ouch. Ouchies! American piercing AP for the win. Direction is now in, kinda. I unfortunately have 12 seconds left until radar, and there is a battleship on the other side of me. Well... I don't know which way I really want to end up going, because no matter which way I go without this Montana putting on his big boy pants. Come on, Ether. You can do it. Not to be confused with Ether Master. Yes, it's one of the few times that you can actually stealth fire in a ship is with radar and a cyclone, because it boosts it to higher than that. Ether, that's not you next to me, though. Hello, but that's not you next to me. This is playing with fire. I'm not sure I like the idea, but I'm hoping that he will be thoroughly distracted. Ooh, our Zhao. Wow. Now, Yami has a healthy belt armor, but it is not going to be enough to stop these AP shells at these close ranges. Which, it's fine by me. I can actually get in range of him to actually, one, spot him, but two, get a good broadside profile. We can do some damage, and I am going to slam on the brakes here as best I possibly can. And we can actually bow tank this this Bismarck. So I am less concerned with the Bismarck than most would actually think. Because the Bismarck, yeah, he's going to be annoying with his secondaries and stuff. He is a far cry from being the hardest one. Hey! Thank you very much for the super chat there. Appreciate it. Of course, anyone, you know, looking to donate, if they want to donate, you're certainly welcome to do that. The links to that are down in the description for the video. Bought for $1, literally. He must have taken my phrase to the literal. He bought me for $1. Oh, come on, Zhao. Zhao is a very trolly ship, so yeah, I didn't think we were going to get much through that, but we will this time around. Yeah, but once he turned broadside, the American piercing works its magic. Gotcha! Have I ever mentioned how much I like Baltimore as a ship? And I'm really excited to see this. So, do I know what my stream delay is set to? It is set to the shortest possible that it could be. Much of a surprise as that is to some, the reality is, you know, stream sniping isn't that common, but, I say that I'm not a weeb, but there's Kangolate plastered everywhere. And I play the game, too. Add insult to injury. But it's just that I don't obsess over it. Like, I don't have to have it in my life. I went forever without it. Okay. You don't need some broadside boat to Citadel using American piercing. You kind of do when it's the Zao because, you know, troll armor. I would love to get a Kraken. Problem? Can't see the Montana. I am going to pop my radar as soon as it's up. Hopefully he's close enough that it'll catch him. Yes! And now comes the slam on the brakes game. And rack up as much damage as possible game. Oh. Look at how much damage you just lop off of them. I am so glad he did not get that salvo off. Boo. Well, now that he's within range... yeah, there was an ether in the game. He's in the Montana back there. That was a good game. Got denied my my Kraken though. That kind of has me a little upset, but wow. How did he beat me? What did he do to beat me? I don't know. That's all right. We worked some magic that one, that's for sure. And I need to go back to port to, what did I completed something. Ooh. Thought I already completed that. Whatever. Okay, well. Earn 3 million credits. Well, you know what that means. That means we go play a battleship. One specific battleship, to be precisely. 150,000 damage to destroyers. Also know how to deal with that one. Okay, so we need to collect a bunch of money, so that means it's time for the USS Money. We're gonna have to get our 19-pointer off of our Montana, Mr. Peter Newton. So we are in full money-making form. Let's make sure we got it all. So here's all the economic flags. They're all on there with the exception of the free XP one, because yay. Modules, here's the build on Missouri. This would work for Iowa as well. Same basic concept. Basically, auxiliary armaments mod 1 to help keep your AA guns alive. Damage control systems mod 1 for the, you know, 3% reduction in damage received from torpedoes and 5% reduction in the chance of fire. AA guns mod 2 for the 20% increase in the firing range of your anti-aircraft guns. Steering gears mod 2 for the 20% reduction in rudder shift time. Concealment systems mod 1 for the 10% reduction in detection range. And of course, the BS accuracy plotting room mod 2 for the 11% reduction in dispersion. That's my build, and I'm sticking to it. So, here we go. I would classify as an otaku, okay? Is that somebody that enjoys certain aspects but doesn't really adhere to the lifestyle? They give you more unwanted flags than you need. I don't know, they're all good flags. They all get used eventually. No, I love the sick XP running up the... Oh. Yeah. I think the... Wow, Musashi. Yamato. Dang it. At least the Yamatos are on our side. I do miss the doubloons, quite honestly. Jim, what I did with my... Because I have a whole bunch of other... camos that I have access to use. So for me, it's not really like a necessity to run the Frosty Fur camo. I just flat sold them all for their straight coin value. Because I think they're like 52,000 piece. So if you have 525 of them, that's quite a lot of credits. Does a German snake go S set or S? I think it goes both, little hippo. Lab hamster, hey Whiskey, where do you think the Alaska Guam should go? Well, I think it's easier to slot in at tier 7, and I know that's going to draw a lot of ire. I think it's going to slot in better at tier 7 as a battleship than at tier 10 as a cruiser, because it would be a premium. Wargaming's thing with premiums, not ever wanting the, for sale, with tier 10s for sale. Plus, if you look at the cost of, Missouri or Musashi, the actual dollar value from 0 is $120 if you have no free XP. So if you spent $120 and had the ship XP to convert, you could, pay that much money and get it. Imagine what it would be if it was a tier 10. Like, 1 million free XP, so like 160 bucks. That would be nuts. So I'm not too keen on, I don't think the Alaska will ever be seen in the game as a tier 10. Now, there is a possibility that it could be a tier 9 cruiser, but I don't know. Who's got the little toot horn? Completely forgot about this stream. That's it, dip potato chip. You're fired. I unfriend you. I'm just kidding. Oh man. Yeah. There is a way to actually make that character on an American keyboard or English keyboard with using the number pad, but I honestly don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I had to look it up. You can actually look it up though. You have to hold Alt. They're Alt codes. I don't think we're going to be able to get in here and radar the Z-23. Not detecting him. Like, we need to charge in. Let's go. He can't be hiding in there forever. Oh, he detected a Zao before we've detected him, somehow. He must be, like, all the way over here. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on pushing too much more aggressively. And hope that we can delete this Zao. No. Not enough lead. Well, I can't say I didn't try and radar him I didn't try it. I definitely tried. Oh my! Oh, those were Zao torps. I think we'll be okay. Our gearing isn't, though. Yeah, okay, good. I was gonna say, we should be okay. Hello, Random Citadel! And hello, Focus Fire. Well, this is a perfect example of, needing to be able to stealth up and not having a real effective way of doing so. Well, that blows. Especially since I am literally being focus fired, and not that I forgot about the BS nature of Yamato lolpen nonsense crap, but, well, that is very welcomed. Whew. I think we're just gonna go ahead and keep backing up here. We're gonna hold off on shooting at anything. As tempting as it is to shoot at that Zao, the last thing I want to do is expose myself and die. Might have to ditch C. You kidding me? There's a Baltimore, a Habarovsk, and a Conqueror over there. None of that is untenable. See, and they claim that they up the accuracy, or they changed the way... What? That's a load of phooey. They claim they made it easier to hit things riding the wall. That clearly shows otherwise. He is just... He's chilling there. Literally chilling there. And I should get the kill. Should get the kill. Should get the kill. Thank you. Set him on fire twice. Ugh. Go away, Musashi! Yeah. Yikes. I really have to admit, if there was one thing I wish Wargaming would get rid of, I wish they would get rid of the overmatch mechanic that allows Yamato and Musashi to be so freaking ridiculous. I realize that that would be like a massive nerf, that ship, but I just get sick of being constantly overmatched. Then again, there's that too. I don't know what's detecting me. It's not the Kutuzov. Probably that destroyer. Okay. It was at that moment that Billy realized he had screwed up. We are going to leave without firing a shot now. Find ourselves some very, very hard cover, very, very hard island cover, and pray that we manage to survive all the way there. As 1,300 hit points, I don't know what it would go up to at max, but it would definitely be tension, high tension. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Well, we're detected anyway, so what's new? 2 overpens. Ouch, that was 7 grand off of that, Z23. That had to hurt. Go invisible! Invisible, thank you. Whew! We're getting a little lucky here with our adventures in attacking things. Getting flashbacks to my Don't Give Up episode. Okay. All skill, no luck with those torps. That's absolutely true. That there was definitely 0 of anything that that they could have done. I'm just that good. I just flat evaded it. We've got enough hit points to... Why not? We'll just turn away. Pray that we dev strike him with that cluster of 3 that came from the rear turret, which is just funny. Ooh! That was a pretty healthy chunk of damage. Ouch! What was... Oh, Conqueror. Gosh dang it, I always forget about that stupid thing. Des memes? We're just gonna keep trying, because... one of 2 things is gonna happen. I'm either gonna dev strike this Des Moines, which would be awesome, or just do 8,500 damage, and pray that I don't get smacked by that Conqueror and start it on fire. We need caps, though. What is our gearing doing? Oh, who got dev struck? Ooh, Khabarovsk did. Excellent. What I like hearing. Ain't nobody got time for no Khabarovsk. Got balanced. The way it should be. We got one heal left. Well, I think it's a bit ridiculous that it's the only ship in game that can overmatch the front bow. So that, like, I get that it has its little niche thing, but my problem comes from the fact that it's not the only ship in this game that has guns that have extremely high levels of penetration. And so therefore it definitely should not be the only ship that can overmatch the front bow of high-tier battleships. And it will always be that way because wargaming. And that's the part that's frustrating to me, right? So, like, I get it. There's this thing called game balance, and it's the only, you know, tier 10 battleship that has less than a certain amount of guns and blah, 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 blah. None of that truthfully matters to me when the ship, no matter what, just completely negates any steps you take to mitigate damage. Like, there's very few other things in this game that allow you to just flat ignore other ships' attempts to mitigate damage. But, hey, you know, and I think Musashi, I would here's what I would say would be a fair trade. So if wargaming, if the people who have Yamato Musashi want to have, let's just say, they want to lower their Citadel, I'm fine with that. Make the overmatch mechanic so that you cannot overmatch the front bow of, you know, an American fast battleship, for instance. Because, quite honestly, that to me is preferable in the long run. I hope that hurts him a lot. I really do. It's on target, too. A little bit ahead of him on the lead, though. Shoot. Ouch. There's an ouchie coming. That was it. Ouchies! Especially since I can't repair any of that back now. Which is more of an annoyance than it is anything. Can I get lucky? Luck be a lady tonight. Really? 6 overpens manages to do 12,000 damage to a cruiser? Ow! Whew. Well, look at this. We need to push. Really need to push. Would like to see this Montana is what I would like to see. Do I think Japanese cruisers are still fun? Not really. I don't know. To me, it's not fun because of the reliance on fires to do damage is really inconsistent and not particularly useful to your team. It's not a fun playstyle to me, but I don't know. To each their own, as the phrase goes. Okay, their Montana developed his strong case of ADD, so if we can get in the right position, we should be able to engage him Oh, he's gonna turn in. Boo! Random through the nose bow citadel. That would have been really funny. Of course, never going to happen. We need him to angle towards you more. Keep pushing him. No, don't push him my way. Push him into you. Of course it does. Ah! No! The cruiser murderer murdered the cruisers. Well, how can I go? How can we maximize our potential here? We know that the Montana is basically going to come our way. Be nice if my AA guns would shoot that thing down. Preferably before I round this corner and eat him. Oh, okay, that Musashi isn't able to engage. That one is, though. Yep, that's death. Woo! Managed to make him bounce. Really? What the heck was that, ship? I think we'll be alright by turning a little bit. I don't want to turn too much, because, yeah, that's why. And that Conqueror's BS friggin' nonsense up there. Now, why would you do that? All he had to do is sit and bow into him, but... Arrgh. Now I'm the target. Gosh dang it. Bouncity, bounce, bounce, bouncity, bounce, bounce. Look at those bounces go. This Yamato needs to push too! Like he's right there! Push him! Like, Yamato, kill it! It's just a Montana. You can do it. I promise you. You've got all the help of your whole team. And he's dead. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him because this other Iowa's running faster. This, I think, is a foregone loss. That's for sure. Now for my own detection to go down. Thank you. And this North Carolina has way more hit points than me. Okay. Well, if I get a Citadel out of this, that'd be awesome, but I don't think we're gonna get it. No. That could have been a very, very good salvo. Emphasis on could have been. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Well, we definitely got a lot. 1.1 million credits. I mean, we did 114,000. Ooh, excuse me, 114,000 damage. We cut off a third of the necessary expenditure. Gearing didn't do much. You know, he got just enough in the way of caps. She would have been spotting a little bit better, but okay. Yeah, I must have definitely created a singularity of I don't know what. So that was unfortunate. Well, since we've not played her, we'll rock her out, get ourselves some Shimikaze action here. Tier 10, so let's roll that. Ooh, straight in. Nice. Ooh, and we got lots and lots of battleships to launch torpedoes at. Excellent. Excellent. Play the South Carolina. You know, that's a ship that I haven't played since the last time I did my How to Play series on the US Battleship line. I'm sure it's been completely power crept to death. Which for those playing at home means I'm probably not going to end up buying it back and playing it anytime soon. To each their own, though. I mean, it was, in my opinion, one of the stronger tier 3s, but nowadays you have the likes of Nassau and I don't know. I think those ships are better ships anyway. Well, all the tier 3 battleships are bad, but Kawachi is by far the worst. That thing is complete garbage. Wargaming has needed to buff that thing for such a long time. You played the South Carolina last night? Cuban Wargaming was telling me to shoot at the turrets in the last one. Yeah. When they're backing away like that, you gotta lead a little bit further than that so you hit superstructure. That's why I was aiming at a superstructure. Well, we're in a destroyer. Does this not count? Are you not entertained? Uh-oh. Land Warrior is blaming me already. Yeah. So we're gonna do my usual when it comes to quote-unquote capping. Alt F4 for torps. So we're gonna try and sneak B, which I don't foresee happening. There's 5 destroyers in this match on their team, so I don't think that's going to work out terribly well. That doesn't mean we aren't going to give it a shot. At least we can always run, which is the game plan if things get real sideways. In fact, I think as soon as I see, yep, that. How is he detected? The Harakaze is detecting him. Well, keep him going, Harakaze, and I can effectively nuke him. That Des Moines is danger close. Danger close. Okay, now it's time to leave. Oh, that is a gearing at way too close a range. Ouch. Get me out of here! Woof! I bleed. That was scary. Now, we didn't get the kid with our torpedoes. And we wasted a set of smoke. But... oh, man. This, I have a feeling, is going to be one of them battles. Did lop 3 grand off of that gearing, but come on. Having both of these destroyers over here sucks, because they both well, the Gearing and I have the same concealment, but the kid has a 10.1 kilometer detection range advantage. And there is flat nothing I can do about it. Zero, zilch, nada. Except for pray that I have a cruiser that's willing to help me. Land Warrior, I've known your little nickname there for a long time, remember? My love of donuts. That's not the reason why I chose to become a policeman. I chose to become a policeman because I hate money and apparently have a screwed up sense of desire to help people. No, in all honesty, I became a police officer because I didn't want to help people, but more importantly, I didn't want to fly a desk for the rest of my life. So I traded the desk for a... Well, I traded it for a cruiser, which, as I'm sure you're well aware, was not a trade. That was not a good trade. That was a ridiculously bad one, so... Well, we might not get any torpedoes out of that lot. Boy, ain't that some fancy BS. Well, since I'm detected, what's the worst that could happen? No torpedo hits! And he blew his radar for, like, no reason. Oh boy, you're not even engaging me for having blown your radar. It's fine. I'll just come this way and attempt to start you on fire and maybe maneuver into a better position to engage you.
All stations.
Or get you to turn. That would be funny too. We are actually going to stop firing here for a minute. Mostly because Dummy burned his radar. You notice something about him. Doesn't have his... He doesn't have his camo on.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Has me a touch concerned. So he's speeding up. Now he's slowing down. Speeding up, slowing down. We're gonna launch a set way the heck ahead of him. Maybe I can... Yeah, see, he's speeding up a lot. So we're in a good position, though. The Izumo is over there. We have a kid and a Gearing. The kid is off in La La Land. The Gearing is off in La La Land. Kid is over there. These are the torpedoes that I want to hit. I think we're gonna get some. Those will not, obviously. But those will. Especially if he doesn't make any opportunity to change his course, which he's not. There's 3 torpedo hits. 2 torpedo hits. Well, kill him. That's what needs to happen. Fine. I'm gonna be detected briefly, but thank you. What the deuce? That should not. He should not have lasted that long without any contending at all. Repair it, repair it, repair it, repair it, repair it. Come on, repair it. I want him to repair it because I want him to repair it so that when the torpedoes, you know, come, he can accept. Yes, there. Second fire. Repair that. Thank you. So now we just need to get good with the torpedoes. He's turning. Need him to fire again, that way he's detected by something. Okay. Yeah. He's gonna eat a lot. That's painful for him. Wall of skill, baby. I don't think we're gonna get lucky with anything else, though. I just want the kill, because if I can get the kill, you know, that'd be great. He's flooding and burning. Gosh dang it! All I wanted was the kill! Oh, man. No, Shima does not say nanodeaths. That is, that's, Inazuma? I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, an average player. This statement is beyond true. You just don't realize it yet. Okay, let's go Cap, because you know, we need to. Well, we don't really need to, but we need to get over there. See, this is the frustrating part of this, is I can do 130,000 damage, and right after this battle, and we'll win. And right after this battle, if I don't get one kill, this will be like it'll be a good game. Yeah. Yamato's torp belt is unrealistically good. Ooh, ouch. I don't think that Roma received all that in one salvo, but... Ouch. If he did receive it all in one salvo. Yikes. Look at all those people who wait for you to melt ships down to steal kills. Well, he didn't really steal the kill. I mean, I just... Had I been engaging him with my guns, I think I would have killed him. Quite honestly. I think if I would have just shot at him, I would have killed him. But this Iowa could have just let him be, too. And he would have been just fine. He would have died, and that would have been it. So we need to... Yes, Yamato's torp belt in real life had a huge flaw in it. The joint between the belt armor, the upper and lower sections of the belt armor, was poorly designed, and every single time that those two ships ever took a torpedo, it took a lot of flooding damage right away. So, I mean, it was flawed, yes, in real life. There's memes. Where's the Monty at? Need to find the Monty. There he is. Ooh, gearing. That I'm gonna attempt to gun down. I don't care about the Montana, because there's the Montana. What I do want is the kill on this gearing. Give me the kill! All I want is a kill! It really is too much to ask, apparently. Goodness gracious. Oh. Well, fine then. Don't tell me how to live my life. This guy is telling me, launch torps at the Montana. What if I don't want to launch torps at him because he's turning away from me and he's 11k away? Apparently I suck too much. Or is he talking to somebody else? I honestly don't know, but that's really annoying. Homeboy, I'm gonna be spotting this destroyer for, or this, Des memes for you, so... I'd launch torpedoes at him, but they'd end up stealing the kill anyway. There's an element of danger here, you see. Whoa! How in the hell? That's gonna hurt. Give me a kill! That's all I want. Nope. Gosh dang it. Completely wasted salvo. Oh. Come on, come on. I know you're around here somewhere. Just not interested in dying all of a sudden. I know he's not in my, not in my smoke cloud. There he is. How am I detected by radar again? What in the actual? His radar, he burned it a while ago. Mistakes were made. Yeah. Well, not much I could have done there. You know, that radar. Oh. I was a bit surprised by that, actually, because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we're still gonna win, but it's just one of them things. Like, this is a great game in a Shimakaze, but didn't win or didn't get a kill. So, yeah. See, had I gotten one kill, we would have ended up at the top of the team, I think. I would have lost money if I wasn't running premium. How awesome is that? Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. Special treatment steel wasn't a primary kind of armor function. Well, STS was actually used as armor steel, and it was used as armor steel predominantly on. Where is it? The weather decking on board cruisers, specifically, was used as armor on board these ships. It was used to back up armor. It was used as spalling protection on the Iowa class. So, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why it should be why it should count as armor in game. But let's see here. Did they run a test pen on the 1650 by taking a plate from Shinano and angle it? That would have been on your model and went clean through. No. So the plate that they shot at, it was set up so that the shell impacted at 90 degrees. It was actually like 89 some 7 degrees or something like that. And they did a test simulation at 10,000 yards and it punched clean through it. So yes, it can punch through the turret face armor at 10,000 yards, but the shell will never actually fall at an angle to hit that plate normal. So like towards 90 degrees towards the angle. So it's not a realistic test aside from just flat out showing that yes, you can in fact actually penetrate that much armor. And so it was a great test, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't super indicative of whether or not an Iowa class or a Montana class could have penetrated the turret face armor. But take it easy there, Hippo, and I hope to see you at the next stream. So, okay. We've had a request to play the Alabama, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump myself into a tier 8 ranked battle in the Kid. And just kind of show you what I do there, since we're so close to rank 7. But, well, comparing STS to Class B armor, they're very similar in their properties. I think STS had a little bit less ductility. It couldn't bend as much, but it had basically the same tensile strength, or maybe it was a little less tensile strength, but the same ability to resist impacts. It was basically Class B armor is what it amounted to. We're not going to announce that we are live streaming, but this will be interesting because they have an Enterprise and, you know, Kid AA. So this should be kind of fun, especially if they decide to send them my way. So, just random tip for ranked play. What I've found has worked extremely well is that he who caps the most as a destroyer wins. So, and winning the cap contesting, those are two important things. There's one destroyer on here that I'm actually mildly afraid of, and quite honestly, I'm not that afraid of it, depending on what hull he is running. So, I would I would love to see. I would love to see how this is gonna end up playing out here, because if I'm even remotely close to on like I have been every time I play the ship, it'll be very interesting. My goal is to go from A to B unless there's a huge number of their ships going to B. In that case, I will go help at C. But looks like our Benson is AFK. That's fantastic. And it looks like they're going to let me solo cap A. That's funny. It would not have been my first choice of things to do, but hey, anything I can do to not lose a star. Or an H class? Montana all day long, because we would have actually been able to build the thing. Quite honestly, I think the H class is a bit overhyped. I also think that the Bismarck is a touch overhyped, but I'm sure I will draw a healthy dose of criticism for that. My biggest issue with the H classes is, aside from the fact that it would have never been built, I think their expectations and what they thought that they could get away with, I think were set way too high. I honestly don't think that they could have actually performed the way that they said they were going to perform. I could be wrong, but we'll just say it this way. I would be legitimately surprised if, in real life, they could have gotten one to perform as well as it did. Oh. That's just me. Okay, so they've got somebody at B. Now, the real question is who is at B? Now they've got a Bismarck, etc. headed that way, and our team is lollygagging over at C, so we're going to end up being the delaying force here. How far into the... Not far enough! No! Get sick of bleep. Ah, that was a mistake. That was very large mistake. Ooh, Ognivoy. That would be the one that is over in their cap. So, Ognivoy, if he's the one that's capping, yep, there's the Z-23. Okay, so he's sending his aircraft my way, which is perfectly fine, by the way. Because, we're gonna turn off this until they get closer. Because I have a 6-kilometer AA range, but I want all their aircraft to spot me. So when now we're gonna do it. And nom 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 nom. Yo, dog! I hear you like sending me your aircraft, so I popped my defensive fire so that I could eat your aircraft while I was eating your aircraft. This is all aircraft that he should not be losing. And yet he is. So... yes! Go, go, Gadget! And his strafe to finish them all off. Oh, I was supposedly told something. Oh, yeah. Well, hey. So they've got Ognivoy that's up here. Really not concerned about him, but we definitely need to get back over towards where we have protection. So how about that? 13 aircraft right away off the bat, just poof. I hope this Ognivoy pushes well ahead of his cover, but I doubt he will. No swearing in English, but Russian is perfectly acceptable. Well, of course. Vorish, don't you understand? Okay, so we got Benson over here. See if we can't convince them to spend their time, effort, and work on them. Like, seriously, he's right there. There's no reason our whole team right now should not be just lighting him up. I'm trying to get within range, but I don't want to, like I said earlier, I definitely don't want to, I don't want to leave this area without having killed something. Or at least put a serious damper on their day. Getting closer to that Benson. See, now there's their Ognivoy. Their Ognivoy is ahead of this Benson. Oh, hi. Need heals going. Okay, so now that we've been detected and all that, we're gonna, that's our last salvo. Oh, you. I mentioned that was my last salvo, I lied. Well, better get rolling. Whew. We managed to sneak out. But definitely needing to get some work done here. Good night, Shadowcat. Thanks for coming out and checking out the stream, my man. Or my lady. I guess I shouldn't assume. We need to turn away here because we got this Bismarck that's trying to push my stuff in.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
How would an Iowa versus Kirov fare today? Man, I don't know. He's dead. I don't know that that's really a comparison that would really be all that interesting at the end of the day. When you think about it, Kirov was designed way later, but I honestly think that Iowa would have given it a fit. Benson, you don't need help. You've got no strike aircraft coming at you. You've got almost all of your hit point left. Don't even start with me. I doubt those are going to get there by the time I get there, but... because we basically outrun our torps. Hey, homeboy! You made a mistake. You should not have hung around when you did. So at this point, now it's a matter of just stealthing back up, and then we're going to go chase after this Ognovoy. We got a carrier that's floating around here somewhere, but... gotta remember our advantages. We are the kings of contesting the caps. And thus, we will do exactly that. Woohoo! Ay-yi-yi! I don't know what those were from. Ognovoy, I guess, but my word. Now, the real question is tactically, what makes more sense? And I'll let you guys think about this for a minute. If I go in this cap circle, he's gonna know I'm here. But he burned his, burned through his, torpedoes. I think we'll be able to gun him down. We'll especially be... yeah, see, there we go. So, unless he does extremely well at this game, yeah, see, he already ate a bunch of damage from friendlies that were helping, so... You've come to my inner sanctum, Mr. Ognovoy. It is time for you to accept your punishment. Yeah. Whoa! Now we have an Enterprise in range, and we've got this friendly oh, I was gonna say, we even got this friendly smoke to play in. We don't need it. What's he doing? He's not moving at all. Well, that's fascinating. I suppose I should aim better then, huh? I'm literally shaking the screen from shooting too hard on the mouse button here. So anyway, you can kind of see, this is very much how I play this ship in ranked. You can kind of see how it works out. So, the objective always being to focus down their destroyers as quick as possible, because their destroyers are really what's controlling the game for them. And if you can take out their destroyers early on, you know, it really does benefit you tremendously. And here we go. So, wazam! Rank 7. So okay, so that was a pretty dang good destroyer match there. I didn't even look to see what I finished on the team. Go back to that. Let's look. Yeah, thought so. So 2 destroyers killed plus 2 caps, pretty much guaranteed. But not a whole lot in the way of damage, though. That's perfectly fine. It really doesn't matter. Do I have a gaming mouse or just a regular one? I have a Razer Death Adder that I bought at Walmart a long time ago. It's been holding up quite well. I do have a Corsair gaming keyboard, mechanical keyboard. Okay, so let's look at, while we're doing this, let's look at this. Iowas are usually at the forefront of a surface battle group, especially a carrier, but with the battleship AA escort spotting down anti-ship missiles. I really think that people overestimate the capabilities of anti-ship missiles. I don't think like the Exocet or the Harpoon, or I forget what the Russian one was. I really don't think that those would be able to really effectively penetrate the armor of a of a of an Iowa. I just don't. I mean, you can mission kill it, but I mean, yeah, anyone can pretty much mission kill it in my opinion. So I don't know. I don't think really it would have been much of a fight overall. I just think that the overwhelming majority of U.S. ships were always sent out in giant task force. Same with the Russians. When it came down to it, it came down to air power and he who could land the most hits early enough. But I just don't see there being much of an advantage for the Russian fleet. I just don't. That's just me. People are asking me to play Atlanta. Do they not know that the last time I played Atlanta on stream, it was a crap show? Okay. And I'll need to look. Oh, he doesn't have advanced firing training. So this is going to be ugly, especially since his 11.1? No. I want a different one. Baltimore Des Moines captain game. Oh, well, technically so were the Tomahawks on board the Iowas, so... I mean, let's be honest here, if we're talking about nukes. We played a lot of U.S. ships. Let's break down into, let's do something else. I'm gonna break out the Molotov. This will be the first match in it. Let me make sure my premium consumables are on board there. Yes. Let's throw some flags on it, because it's Russian. It needs all sorts of things to help it out. We don't need that one because we have a heal. We'll throw the free XP flag on there. We got plenty of these. We'll throw those on there. Yeah, we'll throw one of them on there. Throw another free XP one, and then we'll throw this one. And we got room for one more. We'll do the plus 20 credits. Okay. And should have military month contributor. On to tier 6 battle in Molotov! The only thing an Exocet would do damage is to the superstructure, and antenna would do nothing, burn paint and splinter decks, but no. Well, that's just it. So, like, an Exocet's not designed to take out a battleship. It's designed to take out a... It's designed to take out destroyers and cruisers of the time, which were basically thin-skinned ships. I forgot to look to see what the torpedo range is. 4K! Yikes. So... Russian cruiser line. This is not the tech tree ship, though. This is the Molotov. Is balanced the Vorish. We'll see if it's balanced. We don't know this quite yet. My assumption is it is, but we don't know that it is until we know that it is, if you know what I mean. It's a Kirov, right? I don't know that it's a Kirov. Isn't this a ship that has like tier 9 guns or something like that? It seems low and sleek and sexy, but Kirov with tier 9 guns. Well, the two Exocets that hit the USS Stark penetrated the upper hull. It wasn't like they didn't penetrate anything harder than that. So, you know, I wish that they would have. Well, I don't wish. Sorry, that's bad. That's the wrong choice of words. It's kind of not a great example because of that. Had it hit closer to the waterline, I think they would have probably had a little bit more issues. But there's no armor on those destroyers, and there never has been armor on destroyers. But just the way things shake out, it wouldn't do anything to the Iowas. Even if you took out the entire superstructure, you leveled it, with the exception of the conning tower, because it's the only part of it that it couldn't penetrate because it's 17 inches of armor. The Iowas are still capable of firing without the without their radar. They don't need it. They can do it visually through the turrets. They could in the 80s. They still can today. So, battleships were made useless by the advancement in aircraft. That is true. I would say that the biggest thing that killed off battleships, though, was the lethality in torpedo technology. Not necessarily just in aircraft drop torpedoes, but submarine torpedoes. You know, an ad cap, Mark 48 ad cap, would just render an Iowa class completely non-existent. It's way more capable than the torpedo defense system ever was, and then of course you have the argument as to whether or not the Iowa's TDS was actually valuable anyway. It would have actually worked anyway. I'm not sure it would have really mattered too much. What is that horn? That is terrible. Oh man, that is something bad. Varnish, we decided to give ourselves a glorious Russian horn, but left out our, you know, those who could actually sing and use said horn. Take that, homeboy. Nolans? May you be forever on fire. Oh, look! That's 2 salvos and 2 fires. I wonder if we go for the 3rd salvo, will we get a 3rd fire? Because I can spread the fire love around. But the answer is no, apparently, and that makes me sad. Well, come on, guns. Reload quicker. I understand this is Russian base, but we need to... Come on, Tavarish, we need more. Oh, see, now he's on fire. I don't want to start them on fire too much, because we might need fires ourselves. You know, the problem with the Mark 48, though, is that while it might be smaller in terms of warhead size, it will reliably detonate underneath the keel of the ship. It's not like the Mark 14 torpedoes and the Mark 15 torpedoes that the US had at the onset of the war and stuff that had those magnetic pistols in them that were ridiculously unreliable. It was actually a torpedo that can reliably, you know, ooh, those are big shells coming my way. That could accurately and quite effectively engage and destroy a ship that size. Oy, yay. Wish this Benson would die. Spotting me like jerkface. Please go away. Okay, let's get back to engaging Mr. North Carolina. Especially since our detection range is 11 kilometers, and I know that that friggin' Benson is closer than that. At least this way, hopefully I'll get a parting fire on this North Carolina. Come on! You can do it! Okay, now we go after Mr. Leander, who's sailing broadside and backwards. What? I've gone and I've screwed it all up. Nope. Not only did I screw it up a lot, well, we're continuing to engage in the smoke because I'm hoping that I'll get lucky and land some hits like... Ow! Come on! Get me out of here! Yay! That Bismarck is a jerk. Whew! Making it work. Especially since the team is not. I am sensing problem with ship, Tavore. She's lacking in the key area. I don't know that we're going to be able to sneak up here with all those ships the other way. Look, it's Rommel with a beer can on its head. What is that nonsense all about? Okay, I would like to know what briefly spotted me there. Not the Leander. Oh, I guess it could be. Get him, Roma. Get him. Get him. Yeah, make him pay. I'll try and help you make him pay. Hopefully without myself paying. Oh, I bounced a shell. Well, that's just rude. Get lucky and duck behind the island. That's really what I'm hoping for right now. Ooh. Hello, Mr. New Orleans. Is it? What? Yeah, if this yep, this is gonna hurt. There's literally nothing I can do to stop that AP from doing gobs and gobs and gobs of damage. Ouch. Quit putting holes in my butt! Go after that pesky Roma that's right. Oh! What? A Citadel for 416 damage and a kill? What? This makes no sense. I don't understand. What just happened? Well, I know what just happened there. Some work. That's what happened there. Well, we are, fortunate. Oh, come on, he's burning. Okay, I was going to say. Ah! See, this ship, I don't know that I really care for it. I think with a higher point captain, I think it would work great, but I think in its current state, it's bad. I just don't think it has enough of the, oh, I don't know. I think it's, I think that overall, I think it's distinctly average, I guess, is a good way of putting it. Which, for a Russian ship, is a good thing, because let's face it, Russians aren't exactly known for balance, Tavorish. I can shoot at you, and I hope that I kill you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Of course. He can engage me and do all sorts of damage. I get one overpet and it does nothing. Zero, zilch nada. Not a thing. Make no sense. I don't know that I would call this funny. I think it's more frustrating than funny. What man? It has to be that Fushin, which I'm not going to be able to kill when I get there, so I need Mr. Snake over here to come help. This Fushin's going to be able to gun me down. Worse than the Nürnberg. I really do think so. I don't see how. I think that this ship is... The guns just aren't reliable. Like, you were watching me HE, like, not do... I mean, I guess the AP was working, but... that's not saying anything. It's AP for crying out loud. Okay, well, I'm detected, so maybe I can get him to shoot, is what we would need to win. I don't want to maneuver too much, because if I maneuver too much, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to end up eating torpedoes is what's going to end up happening. What I need to do is get in the cap long enough to keep them from capping it. So that this Cleveland can get in range. There he is. Now he's made a mistake. And the mistake is that he engaged me. So now... down here. Mistakes were made, Boris. Oh, man. Mr. Landon Green, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it, man. Bye. Good night. Yes, I am indeed playing a Molotov. Hey, Lil Will, I want you to type in something into chat. Type in colon wow capital SERB colon and there should be a smiley face that pops up for you. Smoking near an Atlanta is bad because it has radar. Will, are you gonna type it in there, man? I'd love to catch that New Orleans. That would be funny as heck. I think I'm gonna be able to abuse cover for this. Well, apparently I can shoot over it, so... yeah, so you're gonna type in colon, wow, so W-O-W, capital S, and then it should autofill. No, Atlanta has radar. It's like a 8K radar. We got one shell out. Three broken shells. These are 180 millimeters on a nearly broadside Bismarck. Well, we got a fire out of it. Oh no. Here, I'll type it out. Wows. Type that. But, don't put the space in there. No space. So type that, but with no space. It's custom emoji for the sponsors, the channel sponsors. He's good. Man, this thing has some tight gun arcs, I forget. No, without the space. So it's all one. I'm trying to make this work with 800 hit points, okay? Quit judging me. There you go. Apparently I need to tweak some things on it because the white background is... It'll only work if you're a sponsor. So if you've Become a sponsor, it'll work. But if you're not one, it won't. And if for those who don't know who Serb is, he is the he is the World of Tanks guy that used to be famous for basically trolling the shit out of people on their forums, on the World of Tanks forums. He has a very large reputation for just being a troll overall. So that's what that is. There's an incentive for those who are sponsors. If you want to sponsor, there's ways to do that. Jim, I don't think you're... Yeah, see, it'll only work... Yes, that poor island town. So... Well, we managed to make that work. I think we managed to... Tier 8 fight with 800 hit points for 99% of the match. Managed to get it to work, though. Eesh. Stop blaming CV. No, you're not my Steam troll, but you can be if you want to be. That's just that's the first of many funny emojis. The Kappa emoji will get put on there as soon as I have enough sponsors to actually do it. What new nation would I like to see added to WoWs? I think we covered all the ones that I really want. Oh, that's why. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's really any... We're gonna run Belfast. This is gonna be interesting, but, I think the, I think that most of the nations that I want to see are in the game. I mean, it would be nice to have the Canadians and the Australians in a much larger way, but, at the end of the day, you know, once the Italian Navy starts getting in, I think we'll pretty much have it done. Because the big ones for me were the U.S., the Germans, the Japanese, and the French. Sorry, Royal Navy. Nothing personal. Just not my cup of tea. But we are in the balance boat, and we finally have IFHE, and I really don't know. I really don't know if how this is going to go. We have 2 of them on our team. How's that for balance? Oh, I wish Sko was here to be able to harass him about Poland only having 2 rivers and a lake and no navy. Oh, well, we got Whirlpool in the match.
Action stations.
Yep, and it's Kutuzov, nonetheless. Błyskawica is not a bad DD. We need Luxembourg BBs. No, if we're gonna do odd nations, though, isn't it Brazil that had battleships? Some, like, I don't want to call them pre-dreadnoughts because I think they had some dreadnoughts, but I like to call those oddball navies because their presence during the war was very limited. But well, I guess you could say that about the French. The French have at least one thing going for them in that their navy actually did engage things towards the end. Some battleships would almost be as large as the whole country of Luxembourg. But okay, does Canada have any ships not in game? Brazil has an aircraft carrier? Like an ex-Admiral Kuznetsov? Oh, no, wait, that's the Chinese. Is it the Graf Zeppelin? No, I'm just joking. I think it was Brazil had Brazil had a bunch of US ships for the longest time, too, if I remember correctly, that we'd given them after the war. Yeah, we could do all the ships that the US sold to other nations, but then it would be like a line of Pan-Asian DDs, which are already in the game. Mr. Kagero, your presence is requested. Oh, it's aim 0. Well, heidi-ho there, neighbor. I don't think that's going to work, Tovarish. Good night. Oh no, we got torpedoes. We're good. Whew. We almost did not live. Ay, 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 ay. Why are we going out of smoke? Not good. Well, since we're out... It looks like their whole team went the other way. Fine by me, whatever. Just means that we'll have to... Hello? What are we? How far is my hydro? 4.2k for ships. 30 more. Oh no! Whatever are you going to do? Heidi-ho! That hurts. I don't know why he's backing up. Dude, you're never gonna get that other torpedo tube off, and even if you do... Uh-oh, I missed! Woo! Billy! We got ourselves a Nagato over here. Oh, good dodge on my part. Balance boat is working as intended. And we just got fresh US smoke laid in the whole 9 yards. We're gonna continue over to this island, though. I don't trust anybody. What this Kagero, though? What is he doing? To complete Atarash D? I don't think that works. he's the wrong rush. Need spotting. I am spot. AFK York? Yep, looks like it. I don't think I can Citadel him with the AP on this thing until I get a better angle, but trying to be cautious of that Nagato that's there. We're getting very fortunate here. I just want to point that out. Oh, for Pete's sakes! My. We destroyed! He sounded really, really happy about that. What? Mr. Scharnhorst, it is time for some real-life history. East. Edinburgh is there as well, but he is dealing with Mr. Whirlpool, and we are not currently being focused. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep using. This is gonna be like the best game I've had in the balance boat this entire time. Nice kill. Nice kill, Whirlpool. Come on, balance boat, starting fires. Let's go. Oh, come back, Mr. Sharnhorst. I just want to play with you, huh? Ooh, ouch. That looked like it hurt. Come on, fires. Need some fires. I'm clicking so hard that it is literally... it's shaking the screen. Oi! Back off. I am hunting a rabbit. It is a German sausage rabbit. It is rabbit. Nonetheless. So, Belfast definitely does seem to benefit quite heavily from having IFHE, as would be expected from a 6-inch gun cruiser with high explosive. So, now that we've got a team that's actually pushing, this is actually working out really well. Must have started him on fire. Uh-oh. I don't think we're going to get a Kraken out of this, unfortunately. I'd love to, but... Nope! Down he goes! And I spam it enough. Yeah, Katusov would as well, but the only thing is, I just don't... Something about the guns on board the, on board the Russian cruisers, like, yeah, their HE is quote-unquote ridiculous, but really? Edinburgh is going, I am on fire! This ship is on fire! Who is that sung that song again? I forget. That was not the button that I wanted to hit. I hit it though. This Harakaze is doomed! Or am I the one that's actually doomed? Need the front guns. No! Kill him! Yes! Balance! Holy kidding! Oh. Oh yes, there we go. Well, as you can see, balance boat is very balanced. Oh. Well, I think we got time for 2 more, so let's do this. Lil Will, since you're here, pick a ship that I have and can play, and then we'll do the Montana as the last one. So, Lil Will, what ship would you like to see me play? Yeah. Well, whoever sings that song, I think it's getting applied a little too well to this. It definitely will, but... So, let's see. It never managed to do that well in the Belfast, which is why I sold it. I don't have the Musashi. But I'll be honest, I have struggled with it as well, so don't feel bad. I don't have Krasny Krem. I struggled with it as well until I got the IFHE. Oh. York. I don't have the York either. Do I? Not him, but I think I have Neptune. No, I don't think I have Neptune. Got a number of ships that I can play. Just... He didn't expect me to put him on the spot like this. Backup option, the USS Texas. Okay. So we'll break out the Texas. Gotta make sure that we put our favorite captain on him. So we are rocking the Texas in full AA mode with this really rather ugly camouflage, so... Oh, look! Things I already have, so I guess I got a free... What? What is this? I forgot that they added those, whatchamacallits, so... Let's talk Texas builds. Auxiliary Armaments Mod 1, guaranteed. Need to keep those, Bofors alive. Damage Control Systems Mod 1 and AA Guns Mod 2. Those are literally the only options that we have, so... Belfast definitely relies on your team, I would agree. So much spot putting in the delay between stream and chat. Oh yeah, well, and this is without any built-in delay to the like OBS does not have a stream delay. I mean, it has the option to, but it's not set up with it currently. So. I think Belfast is one of those ships that is balanced around the fact that it doesn't have a heel. If it had a heel, I think it would be even more ridiculous. Come on, CV match. No! Not only is it not a CV match, but it's a Tier 7 match. Yeah, they really are. They don't do any, like, they don't do anything. It's just one more thing that they can do to give us, like, one more unique thing to have, right? So when they get rid of the Missouri, those of us who have the Missouri are going to, you know, be held up, you know, whatever. I don't know. I don't think they'll ever outright say it, but, you know, I don't know. Does not running the range mod kill you in bottom tier? No, because the Texas doesn't really have enough accuracy. Yeah, this is going to be rough. So it's going to depend on where this Scharnhorst goes. Not because I can keep up with him, but because he's a much better target than me. I realize I've been in complete dereliction of my duty with my good luck, have fun thing. You're better off than me. I'm in Krasny Krem at a Tier 7 match. Well, you better get good. Better make that ship work, because, woo! I've heard nothing but good things about it. That was sarcasm. Speaking of the USS Texas, has anybody been down there recently? I haven't, but, I'd like to get there someday. Have fun, Donut Guard. I see how it is, Land Warrior. I see how it is. Don't you have some Pokemon Go to go play or something? Yeah, I set up my Arizona exactly the same way I set up my New Mexico, because it has the accuracy to actually use those guns. Okay, Scharnhorst is turning... No. Dang it. I wonder how Tier 7s will fare against the Musashi. The only thing that's really going to change is that Musashi is going to do more damage than their Tier 7 counterparts are going to do when they overmatch the front bow. So yes, all the Tier 7, you know, ships with 16-inch guns, the Nagato and Colorado, both can overmatch the front bows of the ships, just like Musashi can. But this is the key but to this, is that you're going to see a lot more damage being done by Yamato, or Musashi, my bad, Musashi at that level. Can't engage this direct mass. Oh, I can. What in the actual? Okay. We're not gonna hit him. We got one overpen. Yep. One overpen that did 4 grand? What? What? The amount of sense this makes is 0. Char Nurse is going the other way. I'm just going to disappear off this zone, if at all possible. Yep, it is possible, because here I am, invisible. Until this Char Nurse gets around. Hey, welcome, Peter. Thanks for sponsoring, man. I know you've made other contributions as well, so thanks very much for doing that. And now you can also wows Serb people. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. So one of the hard parts of this is playing the ship is finding an appropriate place to push, and there really isn't one. Rip me. Ooh, that's a pretty good tight cluster for Texas. It translated to bupkis for damage, but well, you know. But we aren't going to ever be able to do significant damage to that Colorado unless we get a lot closer. Seriously. I get the distinct impression that there's torpedoes on their way through the gap here. Well, thanks for coming out, Super Crew. Rest well. A little love tap. Scharnhorst and love taps don't go hand in hand. Doesn't mean I'm not going to continue to try and engage some ships, though. Just being very slow about it. Look at that. 4K. And I'm an idiot and sailing broadside to him. And he takes off 8. Not a good trade. I cannot win at this trade. Yikes. Homeboy, you're blocking me into this broadside profile to a ship with 16-inch guns. Don't appreciate it. No, hit him. That's what I want. Come on. See, and the other thing that has always interested me is their choice for using this reload on this ship is just nuts. I'm glad the Colorado chose to engage somebody else this time. Ooh! How about them apples? How do you sponsor? If you're full screen right now, minimize, don't full screen it, but there should be a button below the thing that says sponsor. You want to sponsor, that's how you do that. Those who want to donate, there's also a link to where you can donate down in the description, or if you want a super chat, that's another way to donate. Don't have to, don't feel obligated to, but it's there for those who want to. Can I get a kill on the Moss, please? Thank you, thank you. Sniping destroyers. I like her response. Why? Oh, hi? Shimakaze. Except for technically she's saying good morning. Not quite the same, but it's one of those sounds like things. Somebody gonna kill that York, or am I gonna have to kill Sekiro? Oh! Hello, Gallant. Gallantly streaming. I don't know if there was Rocket's red glare there or not for him, but we got him. I don't know that I would consider this a fast muzzle velocity, though. Is it? I guess I've never really honestly paid that much attention to Texas's muzzle velocity, but... Oh my! Yeah! Thought so. There should be a button there. It should be quite obvious where you go. For sponsor. Like I said, it should be at the... Oy. Of course he would take out that turret. Because why not? At least he didn't derp it permanently. There should be an option there somewhere. I would look. Like I said, it's usually right below the... it's usually right below the window, the stream window. Hi! Oh, my shells were gonna miss big time anyway. There's a Fubuki down here somewhere as well. There's the Fubuki. Where's the Kirov? There is Mr. Kirov. Yeah, see? I knew you were down here, Mr. Fubuki. I was not afraid. There's the Kirov. Going the wrong way.
Our victory is in sight.
Actually, if I can get around this island, I might be able to remove him from this fight. Should be good. On computer, it's above the chat window. Oh, okay. And... don't think I can... oh, I could have. That's great. Ate a torpedo. This could be death for me. It isn't destroyer torpedoes, it's... oh, no, no, no! Yep, we're eating one. Help me! We're just gonna do as much damage as we can, because I don't think there's really much that I'm gonna be able to do to deal with this Nagato. Its 16-inch guns are very capable. And he's got a destroyer helping him out too, which also does not help out much. Oh my, look at that! Our dispersion is paying dividends, and we survived! Whew. Well, managed to take out 2 destroyers, so should have finished reasonably well. Didn't do a whole lot, though. Not my best game in the whole wide world. Okay, we got just enough time for a Montana battle. So let's rocket the Montana. We got to pull, of course, Mr. Peter Newton off of our Montana, or off of our Texas, and put him back on the Montana. Make sure we got flags. Looks like we are loaded up. Got our permanent camo rocking. Here we go. Sorry, Solucious. I have a tendency. I just when it comes to situational awareness, I spend a lot of time zooming in and out. I realize that can be quite nauseating. This is my response. Go to Gulag. You're very funny. Now go to Gulag. Anyway, time for Critical Role over at Twitch, so can't stay for the last game. Good luck. Alright, well, thanks for coming out and checking it out, Mr. Zemlin. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see you at the next one, which is 4 days from now, next Tuesday. Ooh. We are in a tier 10 fight, but for once there's not 8 billion torpedoes on the other team, unless that Kagero is running torpedo reload booster. But there is that stupid lol penner on the other side in the Musashi, which... Ugh. Well, you might have to check it out on the actual YouTube webpage. Like if you're near a computer, or if you can pull up the desktop page and look on there, you should be able to do it through there. I honestly don't know how it works on mobile, because YouTube mobile is different. And of course I would be running an anti-air build without aircraft carriers. It's the usual. We need to...
Support the allied target.
So we need to support Mr. Jabba Von Hutt. Don't know why he's Von Hutt, but it all works in the end. He must be German. Sorry I did not watch the full stream. I had sports practice. Don't worry about it, man. You know, real life comes well before me, I promise you. I'm just glad you're here, and as with always, the stream... The way YouTube works, it automatically uploads it, and so you can you can watch it later. So don't feel bad. The stream will always be there. I've had better streams. Just say that. Oh, look at who is already spotted on their team. Be very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. Dun 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 dun. Those are gonna fall short. Bummer. Considering that was a max range shot, I'm really not all that upset by that. Dun 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 dun. Gonna turn out or what? I did hit the Kagero. That's funny.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Completely broadside Hindenburg. Oh, for Pete's sakes. All I need is for somebody to do some spotting. All I need, a little bit of spotting and we would be good. Yeah. Don't know if it's gonna do me any good, but he's there. Nope. I have really bad luck, it seems, when it comes to The citadeling the most citadelable cruisers. Like this Des memes over here. Should be fairly easy and straightforward, but it's not always. Maybe that salvo will encourage him to do other things, to seek other employment forms. No, it won't.
Problem solved, sir.
Those I think are they're not Musashi, so Moin? No. Yeah, they must have been. It's either Des Moines or Hindenburg. Need to push. Going full speed ahead. The lack of spotting is absolutely detrimental to the well-being of this team. Okay, we've got North Carolina. Oh, come on. Yep. I wonder what they are doing. I'm trying to decide if it's really worth pushing through this because I know that we will have Whirlpool on the other side there that we could contend with. Why not? What is worse that could happen? Run into Kagero, which has lots of torpedoes. Also run into a lot of broadside ships. Which would be hilarious. Well, you turned away at the last minute. Oh my! Teach him to start shooting at me. Well, it sure as heck isn't for lack of support that this Hindenburg isn't pushing up a little bit. One thing is certain, though, if I can push Whirlpool out there. Oh, you ate a bunch of damage. Turn in here. Be nice if we could continue to spot that with those beams, but I realize fully that the chances of me spotting that Des Moines at this juncture is slim to none, so we're just gonna keep pushing. I'm spotted, so that tells me that the Des Moines is at least within that range. before detonation. Keep trying, Tavorish. It'll all be over soon. In truth, I've managed to push him off where he's really not effective in this. Probably a good thing, but the downside is that my team itself is not being very effective, so got a lot of unfortunate decision-making to do.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Well, maybe I'll get the kill on the Hindenburg. No! I will literally penetrate and incapacitate the turret. But killing him outright is too dang hard. What? This makes no sense! Gosh dang it. Yeah, this is a very depressing loss. I don't know why the team decided that they wanted to bow camp up against a Yamato clone here. Like, that was a grand idea. The only thing I can hope for is that those torpedoes finish him, but good night. This is how you handle this stuff. Rip. Finish him, secondaries. Thank you. Yeah. Well. So, this is what happens when your team does question mark all match. And I'll be the first to admit, going around the long way to the west was probably not the smartest idea, but I came back and definitely should have had the support of that Missouri going forward. But you know, he's doing his thing. So, hey, Ray. Just so you know, Ray, that there is a new emote just for sponsors. And if you type in, and I'm going to type it in the chat, but I'm going to put a space between it. But if you type in that without the space, you'll get an emote for the sponsors. And then I'll be adding more if I ever get enough sponsors to add another one. I honestly don't know how many that will be, but you just caught the tail end of this one, and I datoed up a Montana match. And team definitely did too. So, and Heath is Yep, Pete's in now. Did not forget about that. Just remembered that, though. Guess technically forgetting, but I'm not running. There's only one mod that I am running in the map in this game, and that is a mod that makes the port. So let's I'll show you the port. So this is the port. This is the only mod that I'm running in the game. I have a spawned in the actual. Interesting. It makes the premium port daytime. That's the only mod that I'm running. If you go and you search for, it's crosshairs, team panels, and more. Oh my! That'll show you all the other like UI changes that I made. They're all in game. So the crosshair is in game. The team panels are all in game. All that stuff is in game. So you can in fact collect on that. Oh, it's so close to doing more damage. I forget, what did I collect stars on? Oh, earning 3 million credits. So, yeah. Nope, that's, here, I'll actually show you. So, if you go into your in-game settings, and you go to controls, there's this select crosshair right here. Mine is static number 9, but you can see you can change it to any number of different things. There's 7, which is similar. 9 is what I use. 10, which is busy. You can get it with dots, without. Plus, you can change it to dynamic. But I'm running static number 9. It's an in-game crosshair, so you can do that. One other thing that I would highly recommend changing. Let's see, where is it? No, it's under controls. So over here, terrain hit indicator on, collision avoidance system is off. Alternative interface mode at full. The alternative interface mode, basically what it does is it puts up all of the hit point pools for all the people. It shows you which enemy ships, what their names are. It tells you what the names of the player is, and it keeps that up permanently. It's the same as if you were to hold Alt without it on, but I prefer it on all the time. They say it could possibly affect game performance, but not really. Select crosshair, static number 9. Yep, there's a drop down there. Wargaming's drop downs really aren't all that obvious. So there's that. I'm not sure what the perks to dynamic is. Dynamic, from what I've been told, the dynamic the crosshair it just requires you to aim less on screen. So like if you got like we'll use a Haberovsk traveling at 45 knots or whatever the heck it travels at, and you wanted to engage it, you don't have to like zoom out 2 clicks and then and then aim, you know, all the way at the edge of your screen to hit him. You can just set it up there and it works that way. And range on crosshairs. Oh yeah, it adds, I mean, it adds more than just the you know, the hit point pools and stuff. It adds a lot to the alternative interface mode. That's why I use it all the time. Track lock target is obviously always, I mean, this is my setup here. Audio-wise, there's my audio settings. Graphics settings, though, I don't think there's anything on here that was... Reduced fire effect, I might actually have to do that, but there's my options. So, okay, let's throw out the stream schedule since we've hit the 3-hour mark here. Next stream is going to be the 23rd of January 2018 at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, so that's next Tuesday. Same bat channel, same bat time. So, anything you typically see holding down Alt is accessible when you use a full interface option. Yes, that's true. So, anyway, this is this is number 8, and I'm enjoying it, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I know that a lot of people want to div up and do stuff like that. I'll just let you guys know that my life is really crazy right now with all the work that I'm doing and constantly flipping schedules around. So I don't have a whole lot of time to play the game, basically enough to get in my videos for you guys. So my apologies if I'm not available to stream with you guys. It's not because I don't want to, or not stream with you guys, but division with you guys. Not because I don't want to, it's just because I just don't have any time to. I got too much stuff going on. So type that in, but without the space. you'll get this. That's what you'll get. It's a custom emoji for you guys. So, anywho, thanks everybody for coming out. I hope to see you guys on the 23rd. Again, that's next Tuesday. So, I hope to see you guys out there, and I'll be spending the rest of tonight working on the video for tomorrow, which hopefully will upload tomorrow. Had a little bit of a problem when I uploaded the Saint Louis video. It did not, for whatever reason, it didn't, for whatever reason, upload fully, and so it didn't get out on Wednesday morning like I wanted it to. So anyway, thanks guys for coming out. Hope to see you guys at the next one. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.